the one who was picked. Stop scrolling. You need to hear this right now. This isn't just another video. This is evidence. You didn't get here by chance. You are here because God wanted you to be. And it's a really essential thing. Something divine is happening in your life. There are signs all around you, whether you see them or not. But the true question is whether or not you are paying attention to them. God has been trying to get your attention again and over again. People wait, experience strange coincidences, and have bad dreams. These are not random. Heaven is really knocking on your door. This is your chance to wake up if you can see this. Some people won't receive this message. It's for the people who are chosen. You already know this is for you if it makes your heart race. You have prayed. You've been praying to God. When? Why? How much longer? And now He is answering. But not in words, in writing, in changes and coincidences. And if you don't know what's going on, you can miss what you already have. Before we talk about these signs from God that will improve your life, I need you to do 3 things on purpose. Like this video to get in touch with the spirit of confirmation. Please sign up so we can reach our goal of subscribers. Put the number in the comments. This number has a divine link and speeds up prophecy. It's not a myth. It's math for the spirit. The other team wants you to lose your attention. But if you're still watching, that means you're awake. You are ready. Ready to see what others can't see. Ready to follow God's plan for your life. Stay with me till the end. By the end of this film, something about you will have changed spiritually, emotionally, and maybe even physically. You'll never see the signs the same way again. Let's begin. God is giving you signs right now. Many times, not just once or twice. You can see it. You can feel the mood of the room alter. You feel chills for no reason. But you keep scrolling instead of quitting. You don't pay attention, you get in the way. And God is asking, how many more times do I have to talk before you listen? The signs aren't good. They are indications, calls to wake up. You aren't experiencing these moments by coincidence. You have been called. Things in your life have appeared weird. And that's not a coincidence either. The air is vibrating. The tension in your spirit is real. The unexpected sensations and the strong sense that something important is about to happen. That's the spirit that shocks your soul. God is drawing you out of the commotion because He wants you to see things clearly. But to have a vision, you need to be silent, obey, and stand in line. That's why the signals are increasing louder. Because heaven knows time is passing away. Pay careful attention. These numbers that keep showing up, weird sentiments, and spiritual nudges are not simply random. They are holy interruptions. You are the one who sees what others don't. And now more than ever, God is saying, if you don't listen when I whisper, I'll shake the ground beneath you. You are a participant of a spiritual revolution. But you have to respond. You have to answer the call. You've been waking up unexpectedly between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. and a.m. You roll over and check at your phone. It's not just happening once. It keeps occurring. This isn't a problem with sleep. It's a call from the Spirit. God is waking you up right now because He wants to communicate to you and replenish your spirit. The world is calm, but instead of getting up, you drift back to sleep. You don't pray, you scroll, you disregard the visit. You shouldn't be sleeping right now, either physically or spiritually. During the night, the veil is thinnest, and heaven strives to reach out to those who are chosen. No one is troubling you. Right now, you're being downloaded. In the spirit realm, individuals are handing out instructions and whispering directives, and God is looking for people who will answer Him at night and carry fire throughout the day. You aren't restless. You're being employed. Something is coming out shortly, and God needs you, which is why this keeps happening. Are you ready? Not jumbled up, not lazy in a spiritual manner. Are you ready? It will be too late to be ready when the quake begins. That's why the screams to wake up are coming now. God is saying, I'm calling you early because you will need power for what is coming. And that power comes from obeying the rules during the secret hour. Don't miss the meeting because you didn't pay attention when you felt it. The sudden weight in your chest, the headaches that come out of nowhere, and the tremendous emotional surges that collapse for no reason. One minute you're tranquil, then the next you feel agitated or nervous. This isn't stress. This isn't your body going apart. This is your spirit picking up on anything terrible in the spiritual realm. And it's happening because the world around you is changing swiftly. People who are sensitive in the spirit realm sense it first when something is about to happen in the physical world. You are not making stuff up. You are being warned. God communicates via your body, through feelings, sensations, and restlessness. Why? Because He needs you to pay attention. He's been striving to speak through peace, but now He's putting pressure on you. And everything is pointing to this. Your soul understands that heaven is getting ready for impact before your brain does. These adjustments are not a form of punishment. They are alerts. They are vibrations from God. The shaking implies that the old is breaking apart and the new is springing up. You feel it now because you shouldn't reply. You need to step in, to line up, to speak. Your body is the alarm, but your spirit is the solution. Don't turn off the signal. Get in it. There is already something enormous happening. You have seen it. There is turmoil in the news department all around. Countries are on edge. Changes, riots, and rumors. People call it politics. But it isn't. This is a portent of things to come. This is the real-time alarm system for heaven going off. God is allowing things get strained, not to destroy them, but to display them. And every time a new system fractures, a new truth comes to light. Everything that was founded on lies is coming to light right now. Leaders who deceive, power that is corrupt, and a lack of spiritual interest. Everything is coming to light. That's why everything appears wobbly. God isn't startled by what's going on. He caused the earthquake happen because He had to demolish what's false before He can repair. This planet coming apart is not the end. It's the beginnings of something holy. In the next many days and weeks, there will be additional information. And if you look at it, you'll go crazy. But if you listen with your heart, you'll get it. This isn't about the news cycle. It's about the timing of predictions. We're not just going through things. We're going through a beautiful countdown. And if you feel like you need to rush, it's because you've been picked to make people ready for what's about to burst through the curtain. God is providing His people clear messages right now. Hey, you get chills for no reason. You walk into a location and feel like you've been there before. You encounter dreams that appear more like memories than anything you made up. These aren't weird times. These are codes from God, and they are occurring more and more regularly because a doorway is opening in the spirit realm. God is attempting to attract your attention with these indicators, but you keep disregarding them. Your spirit warms up every time you observe that numerical pattern or that weird incident. That's not for fun. Heaven is endeavoring to show you the path, a line that will shield you. You're coming closer to something, which is why the signals are arriving faster. The directions are getting more and more critical, and the divine is moving rapidly. These synchronicities are a technique for heaven to get past your busy thinking and communicate to your soul. God speaks via patterns when your thinking won't listen. He verifies with goosebumps when your trust is weak. And right now, He's urging you to pay attention. I'm with you. I'm in control of you. But you have to follow. This isn't a coincidence. It is a map of the planet that will last forever. And you're going to make the next great turn. You haven't been able to connect with people, places, or activities you used to like. The music doesn't sound the same now. The conversations appear shallow. Things that used to make you joyful now make you feel empty. That's not being sad. That's breaking up. God is driving you out because you're different. And He's doing it now because something is coming that will demand all of your spiritual force. You were picked, and those who are chosen can't fit in. You've tried to stay where you were, but the lure is too powerful. You're being enticed into being alone, into silence, and into peacefulness that makes you feel horrible. That's not a punishment. It's all about location. God sends you away from the noise to prepare you ready for the roar. You're being polished in private so that you may be seen in power. And it's already begun in the next couple days. Don't attempt to halt the separation. When God puts you aside, accept it. It's because what is coming to the planet won't shake you. You'll be cool while others stress out. Why? Because you were ready in the calm. Because heaven provided space around you to build something powerful inside of you. You are not alone. You are being polished for release. Right now, something is going on in the spirit world. The border between what we can see and what we can't see is becoming narrower every day. That's why people are experiencing more vivid dreams. That's why they hear voices, seeing objects in the dark, being there. You are not mad. You aren't making it up. Something is being divulged, and the spirit world is growing closer. God is allowing this spiritual pressure wake you up. Why? The next wave won't only be spiritual, however. It will be clear to see. You will start to perceive things in ways you never imagined imaginable. Dreams that come true will happen more frequently. You will make decisions based on sudden insight. What used to be concealed will now be obvious. And it's all part of God's plan. In the next days, you will be able to walk with power between two realms. Don't be terrified of what you see, feel, or sense. Instead, increase your capacity to discern right from wrong. Boost your spirits. The curtain thinning isn't a concern. It's a gift, and it symbolizes that what has been concealed in the dark is about to come to light. You are intended to be here right now, strolling with your eyes wide open while others rest. There are things going on in the spirit realm that humans can't see yet. You can't put it into words, but your spirit knows it. You feel apprehensive. You can feel the difference. You know that something is on the way. Your brain may not be able to put a name to it yet, but that's because your soul has been tuned to particular frequencies. The world around us doesn't pick up. God built you that way so you could feel first, observe in peace, and be warned before the crowd. That tension you've been experiencing inside, that unexpected silence in the middle of a hectic day, that's not a coincidence. That's your soul, catching the wave's energy as it arrives. Heaven is signaling that it may soon thunder. In the following couple days, believe what your soul is telling you. You don't need to know everything. You need to be in sync. The hidden world is getting ready to expose itself, and those who are spiritually sensitive will act before others even realize it. Don't wait for confirmation that you're right. When your spirit says move, do what it says. Your expertise is the evidence. Your sensitivity is the strategy. Things are lining up again and again all over the place. You hear a word and then see it. You think something and someone else says it. You are brought to a place, and there you have a heavenly experience. This isn't a coincidence. This is a design constructed by God. God is building a map right now, and only those who are spiritually conscious can follow it. Your job is speeding up, which is why the synchronicities are coming sooner. Logic isn't telling you what to do anymore. You are being led by spirit. That's why others around you don't understand what you're doing. They are looking at it with their own eyes. But you're walking in a fantastic manner. And every time you align and confirm, you're getting ready for the next door. In the next few days, you may trust the map. Following the rules will make it easier to see the signs. God isn't making you go in circles. He is guiding you to your destiny. But only those who can perceive the patterns will be able to change. Pay attention. Stop talking. See more. What looks random is really God presenting you your next divine duty. You shouldn't guess right now. Now is the time to move with prudence. Heaven is offering precise guidelines right now on how to pray, detach too fast, converse, and remain silent. You have felt the nudges, the whispers, and the pull. That's not merely a source of inspiration. It's a command. And those who follow the guidelines will be safe during the earthquake. That's going to happen. You don't need any extra information. You need to be obedient. The instructions won't always make sense, but that's what they're for. Before you can understand, you must have trust. God is testing your ears, not your thinking, right now. Will you move when He instructs you to? Will you stop when He says to cease? Because divine alignment is related to divine protection. In the next few days, you will be obviously prompted all of a sudden. And when it does, don't wait. Do something. Say something. Get away. Let go. Go ahead. Do what He says right away, no matter what. The instruction may appear simple. Nevertheless, it will open up something significant. Your weapon is obedience. Your armor is alignment. Do you feel it? The air is heavier. The mood has shifted. People who don't believe in the supernatural are claiming that something seems wrong. That's not being paranoid. That's a prophecy coming true. The spiritual atmosphere has changed, which indicates that both divine activity and opposition are growing. There is a reason God lets things happen. When the energy changes, those who are spiritually aware become ready, while others who are not grumble. But you are not like the others. You sense the shift because that's how you were made to be. The sudden pressure, the quiet fear, and the feeling of something coming in your stomach. Everything indicates that something is already coming out. There will be spiritual upheaval in the next several days, but don't be afraid. Just go with the flow. Stay grounded. Talk life. Walk by faith. The energy isn't an indication of danger. It's a sign of change. Heaven is busy. Angels are on the move. The kingdom is moving forward. And those who can feel it now will be in charge when the wave eventually breaks. You are not like everyone else. And deep inside, you always knew that the clamor of this world never made you happy. You tried to fit in, but God kept bringing you back. Why? Because you don't only have skill. You have DNA from God. And right now, the DNA is being turned on. You're not being rejected. You're being kept safe. God, take you away before He shows you. And you've been wondering why you feel so far from even the ones you love. But it's not easy to shake. It's getting ready. A lot of voices will be drowned out by the shaking, but the ones God has concealed will speak clearly with power and dread. That's it. You. Don't be angry over the breakup. Don't follow the throng. The signal is the separation. You have been marked, and now you are growing up. In the following couple days, the draw away will become stronger. Let it happen, because what you have can't get dirty. You are being prepared to bring paradise to earth, and that type of calling needs time before it can happen. God has been getting you up early, not only at night, but all the time, before anybody else did. You felt it. Before anybody else did. You knew it. Why? Because you are getting ready for something sooner than expected. You're not late. You're too early. And that's because your door is going to swing open all of a sudden. The fighting is happening because of what is waiting on the opposite side. Every assault, every hold-up, every mix-up. The opponent knew what was going to happen before you did. But now you're getting up. You can see it now. And God says, get ready. You can reach the door. What you've hoped for is going to happen, but only those who are ready will be able to go through it. The next several days are really important. Don't lose your concentration. Keep yourself clean. Stay in line. The door won't open if you make noise, but it will if you keep still. And when it does, there won't be time to knock. It will be time to go in. You're not waiting any longer. Your mind has been racing since you came here. My mind is racing. Even when you're fatigued, you can't sit still. That's not a mental illness. That's not too much consideration. That's wonderful. Get it. Trying to get through. Your brain is striving to figure out what your heart already knows, but God has been trying to reach your spirit. This sensation of restlessness is a message, not a problem. God is communicating forcefully, and right now He's forcing truth through your nerves. There is a cause for such tension. It's a sign. You're on the edge of something, and your spirit is already getting ready to leap in, even if your mind may take a few days to catch up. Don't attempt to mask the restlessness. Sit with it, pray about it, and write rapidly. Be quiet. There comes a call amid the mayhem. And once you see it, the uproar will seem evident. This is not a breakdown. It's a breakthrough in disguise. Let this truly get to you. Something is on the way. It's not attempting to terrify people. There is no conspiracy. A lot of individuals all across the globe are stating this truth right now. And only those who are spiritually aware will be secure. It's not about being faultless. It's about where you are. God is establishing a line right now. Those who are playing will make. People who are watching will miss it. But those who are genuinely listening will be the ones who stand while others fall because they didn't wait until the earthquake to be ready. They heard the call before the storm and answered it. This is your time. Not to be scared, but to become stronger. Make your elder self and clean your spirit. Stop making noise. Those who are obedient will get the covering. Those who are careful will get the protection. You didn't come here by accident. You were selected to hear this message today. Something is on the way, and you're getting ready right now. The soil beneath your feet is creating a sound right now. It's not a sound you can hear with your ears, but it's a frequency your soul can't ignore. Floods, earthquakes, and climatic upheaval. The planet is groaning because it senses something sacred and terrible is coming closer. Nature isn't just reacting. It is making. As heaven begins to influence the ways of man, people cry out. And if you've been feeling heavy inside, it's because your soul hears the groan and knows what it represents. You've been restless, but it's not because you're unhappy. It's basic. The groaning of the earth is making your spirit sink. It feels that something is on the way. Even if you haven't thought of a name for it yet, that tightening in your chest and the sudden impulse to move away from people who want to know more. It's the sound of things coming together. The world is trembling because of what is occurring, and you are shaking with it because you know part of the answer. God is awakening up those who can hear things that other people can't. You're not being overdramatic. You are being turned on. When the earth groans, heaven sends up voices, vessels, visionaries, and you are one of them. That's why you feel so tight. That's why you feel like you have to do it right now. Before the world does, your spirit receives the warning from the soil. In the days to come, everything will tremble more, not just in nature, but also in people's souls. But those who have already felt it in their hearts won't be startled. In nature, you are ahead of the wave as you are the sound's carrier. Don't run away from the feeling. Run for the voice that is inside it. Your spirit is already in labor, and God is getting ready to give birth to something huge. You have done everything you can to maintain your job, your time, your emotions, and your outcomes. But nothing appears to be working lately. Things are shifting. What used to make me feel better now makes me feel worse. What used to seem sure now appears uncertain. That's not a failure. That is giving up on God. God is in control, and He needs to let go of your hand to get you back on track. God is pushing you out of your comfort zone and into harmony, which is making all you know appear odd. You're bewildered because He's breaking up the old patterns that aren't working for you anymore. And you don't have to be furious to feel lost. You're only being directed in a new route. This absence of control is like a spiritual GPS that is leading you in a new path. God is telling you, I don't need you to take care of this. I need you to come with me. Control, you won't be able to attain the next level of your calling. It will happen by great obedience. That includes letting go of things that aren't yours to carry, believing in Him even when things look horrible, and following Him when there is no map. What appears like turmoil is actually the blueprint for utopia, changing things in your life. God will ask you to let go of much more in the coming many days and weeks. Don't resist connections, habits, identities, or roles. Let go of the wheel. When you finally let go of what you can't control, He'll hurry up what He's already begun. It's not the end when you lose control. It's the start of divine navigation. You may have been wondering why your visibility seems to be lesser, why things that should have begun didn't, why the people you poured into stopped arriving, why doors that were wide open quickly shut. But let this really get to you. God is not attempting to conceal from you. He's keeping you secure, and He's doing it to keep safe what He's developing inside of you. At the moment, you're in a spiritual womb. People can't perceive it, but something sacred is growing. This is concealing something great. God hides the strongest motions in silence before they happen, like seeds that are hidden in the earth. The ground isn't dead. It's a protection. God is keeping you safe until the version of you that He needs is ready. You asked God to make a difference. You cried for cause, but God can't allow you out in public until you're safe at home. This concealment isn't an indication of rejection. It's getting better. He is taking away your ego, your distractions, and your performance, because the coming season will demand clarity, purity, and power. And that sort of strength can only flourish in hidden locations. Don't fight the silence. Don't want to be in the spotlight. You may start to experience a unique preparation in the coming few days. And when it does, no, this is the time of year when you should quit hiding. What has been building up in secret will explode out in public. And they'll swear it occurred all of a sudden. But it was planned. You might feel like your life is crumbling apart, with nothing stable and everything up in the air. But what feels like coming apart is actually building. God doesn't build on top of things that are broken. He has to take down the false before he can create the new. You're not falling apart. You're being put back together. It's difficult to go through this since it's taking away the things you've depended on for years. Names, titles, and aspirations for approval. But you can't carry. Yesterday's bricks will be used to construct tomorrow's temple. God is taking away your false supports because he is going to offer you something stronger. This catastrophe is sacred. In the thick of all this mayhem, God is creating a new structure, not to make you feel better, but to help you discover your destiny. He takes away every serenity and offers it back with clarity. Every time a door closes, a gorgeous gate opens up. What appears like the finish is actually the strategy for your future start. The construction will move quicker in the days to come, and while others seek tragedy, you will see destiny. Let it break. Let the old one take form. Because what God builds on the rubble will be powerful when it's done. You keep saying, God, I'm ready. Let me in. Please show me what to do next. But what if it's not that God is slow? What if he's waiting for you to give up completely? Heaven isn't sure, so you're not late. You are late because your yes is still contingent on something. God is prepared. Are you? You are clutching on to the how, the when, and the what if. But paradise doesn't function while you hesitate. Full agreement enables God's promises come true. And if you want to completely enter your next season, you have to respond yes before you view the map. Before you make a choice, God doesn't make things apparent. He imparts significance to those who plunge in trust. Right now, doors are opening and shutting in the spirit. There are opportunities all around you, but they won't simply fall into your lap. When you obey, they'll open. You have got the sign, the confirmation, and the push. Now it's your chance to make a move. It's not about what you deserve. It's about responding. The second you give him your total, yes, you will feel the momentum start this week, with no excuses or delays. God will appreciate your activity this month. The answer isn't up there in paradise. It's waiting for you to say yes on earth. You've been experiencing pressure when you wake up. You can't explain. Every day feels like it weighs heavier. Every hour seems to go by quickly. That's not tension. That's a spiritual necessity. Heaven is counting down, and you can feel it deep within. You don't need a prophet to tell you that something is about to happen. Your soul already knows that tension isn't the same as fear. This is what you have to do. Getting up. Appropriate now, God is placing his people in the appropriate location. And you keep feeling that push from within because he's getting you ready for the moment. You don't have to be afraid of him. He is giving you a heads up. The time is running out. You are being urged to go slowly instead of running away in panic. You are not behind. You are being urged to get in line. You always hear things in your spirit before they happen. You keep experiencing sensations that aren't even yours. That's because God has made you more conscious of things right now. The feeling of urgency in your soul is the spiritual alarm for your time. You were never told to fit in. You were intended to be the alarm. In the next several days, don't overlook the tension. Let it go. You do something. When you are moved, pray immediately. When you don't know what to do, say something when you feel like it. Heaven's countdown doesn't indicate the end of the world. It's about letting go of God. And if you comply, you will either be with it or behind it. Everything has been going wrong recently. Your routine, your habits, and your typical calm. Everything has changed, and you've been struggling to get back to normal. But here's the truth. God is rearranging your routine. Because of that rhythm, it doesn't work for you anymore. You can't move in new authority with old rhythms right now. God is transforming the way you move. Your sleep patterns, your time, and what matters most to you. Why? Because he's taking away what weary you and making room for what will boost you up. The interruptions are not insane. They're realigning. He's not wrecking your life. He's modifying your way of life to match your mantle. This shift makes me feel nervous, but it's important. God is giving you a fantastic rhythm that flows with spiritual energy. You've been using logic to survive, and now God is moving you into spirit. And every trouble you've encountered is an indicator that you've outgrown your old season. The routine, is too little for what's about to happen. Let go of what makes you feel good. For the next several days, don't try to go back into habits that God has already broken. Follow the breaks. They are instructions. Follow the new rhythm. Move at the new pace. This isn't the end of your day-to-day life. It's the beginning of your spiritual flow. Lately, there hasn't been much noise around you. People don't call as regularly as they used to. People who are pals. The number of persons in faraway social circles is going decreasing. You may have even thought about it. Did I do anything wrong, God? But the fact is this. You aren't in trouble. You're being put. God has cleared the room not to leave you alone, but to prepare you ready for a visit. You feel alone because heaven is about to communicate something that only you can comprehend. It was vital to suppress the distractions. The noise needs to go away. God is establishing a sacred location as he can't share what he's about to say with everyone. This is what the Bible terms upper room preparation. There were no miracles in the audience. They happened when it was quiet. Elijah didn't hear the voice in the flames or the wind. He heard it in the faint whisper. And right now, you're in your quiet time. God has removed the audience because what he is about to say is only for the selected ones. In the next several days, accept the calm. Don't look for what you lost. Don't produce noise to break the silence. Something holy is coming into your region, and it can only be held in an area that has been cleansed. This loneliness is just wonderful. Intimacy and hiding. He isn't going to leave you. He'll be there shortly. You thought it was over. You prayed, hoped, and had faith. And then the door slammed shut. It felt like I had failed. But God is telling you today that the door didn't close to keep you out. It shut down for you. And the opening is coming up again. But behind the scenes, it will seem rather different than what you imagine it would right now. God is mending the access point. The opportunity wasn't turned down. It was put off so it could be redesigned. What you were searching for wasn't inaccurate, but the version you thought you wanted wasn't appropriate. He had to close the door so he could open the one that leads to